Yo, what's up, team? Day 24 of Road to 100k in 100 days. Again, that's 25 clients. My product is about 4 grand a pop, and it is day 24. I've sold one product. Not looking good, bruv. Shout out to Castillo. It's not looking good, bruv. But always hopeful, no matter what. And I thought I'd just check in today to say that I always have this. So yesterday was the first time I closed a deal in this challenge. First deal of 25, fingers crossed. God's willing. And I always do this. I don't know if it's just me or if it's you as well. And I really commend the people that are really far ahead in life for not doing this, because every time that I see success, I always get a bit complacent. Now, I don't know if that's normal, if that's not normal, but I need to, what I want to do moving forward is restart every day from zero, no matter what. So it was very easy for me to yesterday, when I got my first deal of this challenge, to wake up today and say, I made 4,000 yesterday, I don't even need to do anything today. Which is not a good thing to do. Not a good habit to get into, for sure. Yeah, that's really it. I mean, all I can do from there is review a sales call, look at what went well, look at what didn't go well. It was actually quite easy. My sales call yesterday was a bit of a, as Jordan Belfort would say, a bit of a, what's the word? Lay down sale. You know, no real objections, no real concerns. They just said, yep, I trust you, I trust the product, I want to buy it. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. Yep, sign the papers, righty, we're done. Boom. So all I've done today is spend a couple hours actually setting up campaigns to actually deliver the service. Of course, something I need to do, and I have done. But aside from that, I haven't done any new outreach for my personal business, HG Media. You know, my marketing agency. So it's not a good habit to get into. You don't want to be slaving away for your clients all day, every day, but you also have to provide a good, valuable service. Now, I'm not going to lie, today I could have done 2 hours of setting up the campaigns, which is what I did for my client, and then another 3 or 4 hours of actual outreach and speaking to people and making connections and getting new opportunities to close more business. But I didn't do that. So that's where I'm saying I have room for improvement. And if you take anything away from this video, I'd like it to be that. Don't get complacent. I've only closed one deal and I'm getting complacent. So I got a lot to learn as well. With that being said, I like that I'm kind of conscious enough and I suppose smart enough to see that I have things to improve on. And it's my job to make sure I actually improve on those things, which is what I will do. Yeah, for the people wondering, these paid ads that I'm running for myself, they make life so much easier. So much easier. I mean, the difference between making a cold call, where someone you don't know, you're speaking to someone you don't know, that doesn't know you, that doesn't care about you and your services, which, by the way, they don't have to care about your services. They have their own lives to live and own businesses to run. The difference between making a call to that person as opposed to making the call to the person that actually filled out your form, knows who you are, and respected the call to action of fill out this lead form to get in touch with us. It's night and day. Totally different conversation, totally different level of authority on the phone, respect on the phone, and it's a lot easier to say, look, I've asked you a million questions, mate. What I think the best and most logical step from here to do is for us to jump on a Zoom call. I'll make you a sales presentation based on the information you've told me, and at least from there you can get a bit more information about who we are and what we do, and potentially see what it looks like for you to potentially work with us. Something along the lines of that. That was a bit shaky, I know. But yeah, so I would recommend, if you're doing anything similar to what I'm doing, running any sort of business-to-business offer, use paid ads. That's my advice, because you just look a whole lot more professional. And also, I'm running paid ads with my face in it. So I'm actually speaking similar to this, except I look a bit more professional in the ads that I'm running, that I'm paying for. And people know my face and they know my voice. So when I call them on the phone, they know it's the guy from the ad. And they know that this guy's spending money on Facebook ads to get this message in front of people like them. It makes them know I have pretty much disposable income and I'm actually investing into my business. And if this guy's investing into his business, what is he going to do for my business? That's their hopeful mindset, right? And it's my job to prove it. It's our job at HG Media to prove it, that we can actually deliver on what we say we're going to do. Yeah, so happy days, boys. Happy days. It's all about your image online, how you are perceived by the public and how you're perceived by your customers. If I just look like a bum, no one's going to take me serious. And if my knowledge, the information coming out of my mouth is not relevant to anyone, why would anyone take me serious? The only reason I'm getting good leads and good opportunities is because the things I'm saying are good. And the only way you can actually say good things is knowing your industry inside and out, which is what I spent a lot of time doing. And I also had the luxury of actually being a trade person before this. Did a carpentry apprenticeship for really not a long time, only a few days. But I had almost 2 years of experience laboring. That was when I was a lot younger. I was like 18 to 20. But wow, that was a life changer. And that's actually why I tell prospects on calls, that's why I got into this, because I saw my employer at the time, who was a crazy dude, running around like a headless chicken, looking for these commercial and residential contracting jobs, laboring jobs rather. And I just thought, some builders are rich, and some are like this guy. What's the difference? Learned my way through the trade and the industry, advertising, positioning, marketing. It's all a massive part of it. Anyway, bit of a tangent. Again, day 24 of 100. Tomorrow's going to mark a quarter of the way through. Hoping for a good next quarter. Actually, forget next quarter. I think the next 3 or 4 days will be really good. I forgot to mention this earlier, I had a meeting scheduled for today. I didn't even mention it on yesterday's video, but they actually cancelled the meeting last night on text. I was like, oh, bruv. But honestly, I didn't really care at the time, so I just closed a new deal. So that's whatever. So I'll probably call them tomorrow, which is Thursday for me, and try to get them back in the book. I do have a meeting scheduled for tomorrow, which is Thursday. That's, I think, in the afternoon, 3 p.m. So fingers crossed that goes well. And also, I'm an Arsenal fan, and I watched Arsenal lose this morning to PSG, 7 a.m. New Zealand time. I was up early to watch that. Bit of an L to start the day, but whatever, neither here nor there. Alright, thank you for watching. See you tomorrow for day 25. Peace, blessings, praise God.